All right. I think we got it going here. Another high tide imbibe. Just put a spring session number 3 video up on the channel from some outside recordings. Was going to do another one of those tonight, but got a little busy with other stuff and didn't feel like going out and setting up. So we're just going to do it on the computer in front of the webcam. We have a new one here from Breton Brewing. New to me anyway. I don't know if this is super brand new, if they've been making this for a while or what, but this is their Crazy Angus double IPA. So it's the beefed up version of their Black Angus. And bigger, bolder brother of Black Angus, this double IPA doubles down on the hops to bring tidal wave of tropical blah, 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 blah. Show us a feat of strength and take on a pint of Crazy Angus if you dare. All right. Strong beer, water, hops, malt, yeast, and wheat. There's wheat in this one. Let's see what else this is here. Breton Brewing Company. Cape Breton, Nova Scotia, of course. Magic happens on this little island, it says. And the can art has a depiction of Angus McCaskill, giant McCaskill. Sort of a folklorish figure here in the Maritimes. Was a real person, lifted boat anchors as a feat of strength, apparently. Got hooked by one by mistake when he was trying to lift it and died of like blood poisoning or something along those lines. And he has sort of the distinction of like, depending on the generation of person in the Maritimes, they'll tell you that they can trace their family lineage somewhere back to giant McCaskill, which is, I don't think so. I think even my grandmother told us this once, where she heard from a relative, such and such as relative that happened. But yeah, it did happen. We're going to share screen here for a minute. We're going to go to Breton Brewing Company. All right, so they have done a redesign on all their cans in the last year or so. So we have the Crazy Angus here that we're doing, and they say it's just a beefed up version of the Black Angus. So I know the Black Angus at 6.2% here is one of my favorites from them. And we'll see what hops they use. They don't tell you what hops they use in the description for the Crazy Angus, but I believe they still do on the Black Angus. So we'll go into that for a second, see. Okay, yeah, here we go. So they got Chinook, Centennial, Cascade, and Citra. So I do know like the Black Angus has a slightly tropical flavor to it, which would probably be the Citra. Centennial is probably going to give you a lot of bitterness. I think it's a little bit of grapefruit, a little bit of pine. No, it's like floral grapefruit, I think. And Cascade is pretty much straight up grapefruit. Chinook gives you more pine and grapefruit. Yeah, so they got a lot of, they got the 4 C's here basically. So go back to here. Why is it going back like that? So let's just see if it says anything different here. No, that's what it says on the can. 70 IBUs, though, it says here. I don't think it tells you on the can anywhere. No. All right. We'll turn that off, and let's get into the review. So I'm expecting just a bigger, bolder version of Black Angus, which itself kind of packs a bit of a punch, especially flavor-wise. Oof. I gotta stop using this glass. Because even if you pour even slightly aggressively, you tend to get like a big head just because of how it's fucking shaped. But So she's pretty hazy, kind of orange, amberish kind of thing going on there. Burnt orange, amber. Can't really see through it. Go right to the aroma. Oh. Yeah, okay. This does just smell like Black Angus, but it does seem a little bit stronger. A little bit more impact going on there. So you get the floral component, you get your big time like pine, almost like dank pine kind of thing going on. And there's grapefruit and just a nice tropical hint. It's not overly, Haze-bro tropical kind of thing. It's just a nice hint there to accent the bigger hops at play here, the grapefruit and the pine. All right. Smells good. Smells like a slightly, ever so slightly beefier version of Black Angus. So go right to the taste. Cheers. Mm. Oh, we got Paul in the comments saying cheers, Lee. Cheers to you, sir. Hope you're doing well. And we got CB Fallen here saying very cool review, Lee. Thank you, sir. Hope you're doing well as well. So yeah, it is kind of just straight up a beefier version of Black Angus, which is a good thing. Not really getting the alcohol. I feel like I'm getting a bit of the alcohol warmth as it goes down, but not so much in the mouth. Like the hops are just so big that it's kind of like all I'm tasting. So like the aroma translates pretty much right to the taste, and so you're getting the pine, you're getting the grapefruit, you're getting the citrus, you're getting the slight tropical, like I'd say, probably on the side of pineapple, mango, somewhere around there. Is kind of what is kind of hinting at. But it's mostly your big pine flavors, and then the finish is mostly grapefruit, and it's pretty bitter grapefruit. Like this is definitely a bit more bitter than the regular Black Angus, and so that's exactly what this is supposed to be. So it's just a bit more bracing, but it's still, and 7.5 isn't crazy alcohol these days for a double IPA. It's actually very much on the light side of things for a double IPA, but this still masks the alcohol pretty well. So it is kind of dangerous. You could do a few of these without realizing it and fuck yourself up. Let's see. Paul says, had a few decent double IPAs this morning from Southern Tier today. One was a nice West Coast, which I need more of. We all need more West Coast. We need to stamp out these fucking Haze-bro bullshit beers. Yeah, this is good. It's like I said, it's Black Angus, but a bit more bitter. So it's not the most intimidating, bracing, intense double IPA you're ever going to have. If anything, it's kind of do the Moosehead double IPA, which is in my previous video I uploaded today, where I say that's like entry level double IPA for, people who just want to start to get into the style, this would be like the next step. This is, this is like mid-level double IPA. Like it's got some good flavor going on. It's got some good bitterness, but it's still not crazy pants. It's not a palate wrecker or anything like that. So it'd be a good one to look at in that sort of context. Style-wise for double IPA, it's pretty good. I mean, it's basically Black Angus souped up, and Black Angus is one of the best IPAs in the Maritimes. So I'm going to give it a 8.5 style-wise. And my own personal preference, I'm going to throw an 8 at it. I definitely will be buying this again. I don't buy a lot of double IPAs necessarily, but when I do, this will be one I consider. So there you go. Got the Crazy Angus double IPA from Breton Brewing. And of course, again, here's Giant McCaskill with that fucking anchor he used to lift before it slipped out of his hand and impaled him in the side and killed him. Yeah, good stuff. All right, I got 2 more beers to review tonight, so I will be back in half hour-ish, maybe a little bit more for the next one. I don't know if those 2 are going to be as interesting as this one was. I think I maybe started with the best one just by, first impressions. But I wanted to start with the big one. I didn't want to put off the double IPA until last because that kind of drinking habit just leads you to trouble. You should start big and go down if you're doing a session. So, yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. And like I said, I'll be back in a little bit. Cheers.